good morning, good people. Today is Wednesday, the 12th, Wednesday, the 12th of February, 2025. Here we are at Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help our students and other interested people on their journey through this life. My name is Edward Bevilacqua, and I'm so happy to be here. Where is here? Here is southwestern Nevada, west of Sin City and east of Death Valley, and south of Area 51. Not too shabby. That's my special coffee, coconut oil, and mushroom type thing. Good morning, Diana. How are you today? Well, being that it's Wednesday, we have our volunteers breakfast. I have to leave here in an hour to go to that. Well, about an hour, because I've got to get provisions at Walmart. Berries for our special our simple breakfast in homage to the people who don't have homes. Good morning, what not a bevy. Funk. Number 5. I am good. A very busy day schedule. Great. How's the weather in Portland? How's the weather in Fort Jacks? Okay, well, the subject of today, our theme for today, this is day 3 of week 3 of our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Our theme of today is from each end comes a new beginning. From each end becomes a new beginning. That is from the Daily Stoic little short today, talking about death. And death is not a thing to be afraid of. In fact, you can look at it that all things that transition, one thing ends, another thing begins. Childhood ends, adulthood begins, or whatever. So, but here is our advice from an 80-year-old. Choose your life's mate carefully. From this one decision will come 90% of all of your happiness or misery. Oh, good. Matt's here too. Matt, our other mission for today is Project Trespass. And we can talk about that later, but usually 99 out of 100 times less is more. If you're calling to say we have people trespassing, that's all you say. We have people trespassing in a building we're trying to clear out. We don't know who they are. We don't know what they're up to. They might burn the place down. Boom. Record. There. Cops don't come. Liability. Okay. So that's that. That's the mission for today, Project Trespass. We'll talk more about that. All right. So we got our advice from an 80-year-old. Choose your life's mate carefully. What else we got on our hit parade? Seth Godin. 2 kinds of creative feedback. If you're the client or boss, it's possible that someone is going to create creative work for you. Sooner or later, you'll get something that doesn't work. You might want to explain why it's not good enough. Perhaps you can demonstrate how it doesn't fit the genre or meet spec. Explain the historical context, the market demands, and the structure of the problem and the work to be done. That's useful, and if you're correct and clear, that's useful if you're correct and clear. Or you might simply say, I don't like it. That's okay too. Frustration sets in when you should say, I don't like it, but try to justify it with a complicated and probably incorrect series of assertions as to why no one will. Right, there we go. That's the key point. It's okay to say, I don't like it, but then when you try to explain why no one will like it, then we start going crazy. Taste is elusive and often hard to describe. That's okay. But asserting that our personal ineffable taste is also universal is probably not helpful. All right, all right, all right. Okay, what a bevy. When did you get 4 and how did you feel when you saw the envelope? Have you gotten to the stage of, another boring letter that I have to read at some point? This is the new project, the new fundraiser. Keep in touch. Keep in touch. A kit, 50 envelopes, 50 stamps, 50 pieces of paper, 50 templates for graphics for the outside to show someone you care. All for less than half of what it would cost if you went and had to buy a card, and even less than if you bought stationery. So this is the best, cheapest, most caring thing because you're actually doing things. It's kind of like, what are those? What's that? It's one of those things called, it's a service. I get it too, where you get the kit to make your dinner. Something grosser, whatever. Okay. Again, our theme of today is, and where is Miss Trenkle? Good morning, Miss Trenkle, wherever you are. From each end comes a beginning. This is an important one to watch because if you look at life that way, you can see that there's a progression, right? So Diana, for all of your moves, it could be, here's the end of Portland, and it could be a sad ending, could be a happy ending, and then there's a new beginning. Once again, here's the end of my freedom, I'm going to jail. Here's the end of jail, I'm going to prison. Here's the end of prison, a new beginning of freedom. Here's the end of San Diego, Vegas, etc. When you look at it that way, it kind of makes you think, well, it makes me think, maybe life is that way too. When life ends, there's a new beginning. It's not the end. There is no end. There's always a beginning. It's not death, it's birth. What do you think about them apples? Where is extremely glad. Well, my message to Matt was 99% of the time, less is more. Not a bevy. That question, my question to you is an example of more is more. Extremely glad. Okay, good. Boom. Glad to hear it. I'm extremely glad to be here, people. Well, okay, so big day today. Today is the Veteran Volunteers Breakfast. Boom. Operation Trespass. I've got to think of a more clever term that had to do with that. Operation Booby Trap. How about that one? It's always one of my favorites. Let's see, Monique is coming up. And I have class tonight. I had just come home from a long day, including working out at the gym, and it was a very uplifting and exciting sight to see it sitting on my dresser for me, grateful. Home, home, home. Okay, so day 3, week 3. Let's talk about that for a second. How do you become successful? You have to get people to help you. You cannot do it on your own. This week we learned how to get people to help you, how to get a crew for your boat, so to speak. Monday we learned from David Logan, join a tribe, nudge it forward. Now we're all members of tribes, but this could be to join another tribe, a social tribe, a coffee tribe, whatever. Join a tribe, get involved, nudge it forward. Day 2, yesterday, we learned from Seth Godin. Well, how do you nudge it forward? And he had a 4-step process. Does anybody remember any of the steps? I know it was a long time ago. We learned it a long time ago. Yesterday. But that brings up an important point, which is our brains are designed to forget about 75% of what we learn the previous 24 hours. If we don't reinforce it, repetition, spaced learning. Okay, 1, find part of the status quo to change. That's the most important thing, because if you can't change something, you can't get people to do what you want. They're already doing stuff. Okay, 2, tell a compelling story. 3, connect the true believers. And what? Ignore the non-true believers. And then 4 is lead them. Today, we're learning how to tell a compelling story. Simon Sinek is doing that from his top-rated, ranked TED Talk. Connect true believers, tell a compelling story, lead them. Okay, pretty good, Diana, pretty good. So today we tell a compelling story. And what we learn is people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So you don't tell them what the compelling story isn't what we're going to do or how we're going to do it. It's why we're going to do it. Why do we need to change the status quo? Why do you need to hire me? Not what am I going to do for you? Not how am I going to do it? Why we need to change the status quo. The status quo is I don't work for you. I'm not an employee. We need to change that. And so I need to tell a compelling story of why you need to hire me. And it's not the same old things that everybody says, because they don't hear them, they don't listen, the brain turns off. I suggest if you get asked the question, why should we hire you? And the answer would be, because I'm going to make you more money than anyone else applying for this job. Now you got their attention. That's the ice cream in the face. That's the cup of water in the face. Now you got their attention. I'm a hard worker, I'm a team player, I learn fast. Those people don't even remember you say it. It's just like goes in a check, boring, same as everyone else. But if you say, because I'm going, and you shake your head this way, because I'm going to make you more money than anyone else, now you got their attention. What if you say it this way? Because I'm going to make you more money than anyone else. Notice the difference? That's why whenever you want somebody to believe something, you have to do this, just not like that. Just it can be very slight, just really slight. So on a conscious level, people don't get it. And it's not this. Because I'm gonna make you more money than anyone else. No, I'm an old man rocking back and forth. Because I'm gonna make you, see how my eyebrows go up? because I'm going to make you more money than anyone else. Because we're going to provide the best customer service. We're going to get people to come back and tell their friends if it's a restaurant. Okay, well, I've got to wrap up because I got a little bit of stuff to do on the Peloton. The old Peloton. So peace be with you. I'm thinking, here's a question. Well, so the challenge with that answer, Diana, it's about you, not about them. You know, so I said, I'm going to make you more money than anyone else. I didn't say I make more money. Okay, so just focus on that. They think about radio station WIFM. Whenever somebody has something you want, think about radio station WIFM. What's in it for me? Right? Okay, so anyway, great point, Diana. That's what a lot of people think. Appreciate, don't stop believing. I make more money for the cause. No, you make more money for the employer. We're just talking about a job. You make more money for the employer. The cause doesn't pay you, your boss pays you, or the company pays you. Just think about that. Just people are selfish, greedy piggy boys. You have to, as my grandpapa from Missouri would say, if you want to communicate with the jackass, you have to speak its language, right? Okay, so let's go out there, make something big happen. Diana's goating me now. I guess I'm a sheep. Oh, 2 points, Bevel Aqua. Got it. Gotcha, Diana. Gotcha. Okay. And cut. Bonk.